I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent
country music
news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Not news, but an op-ed. Sometimes I'm glad certain artists didn't live to see this. I know how that sounds. Stay with me here. Here's something I haven't been able to stop thinking about. Sometimes it's a mercy that certain artists didn't live long enough to have their legacies destroyed by social media. Imagine if Buck Owens was still alive and posted his political opinions on Instagram. Half the internet would spend the next 72 hours deciding whether his guitar playing was still valid based on his take on a politician. Waylon Jennings would have been either a folk hero or a villain, depending entirely on which podcast clipped him first. Johnny Cash would have been canceled 3 times before lunch and ratioed into oblivion by dinner. These were people whose entire artistic identities were built around defying categorization. Too country for rock, too rock for country, too complicated for any box that anyone tried to put them in. And now we live in a world where the algorithm requires you to pick one. And pick it publicly. And defend it consistently. And never contradict yourself. And post it about it like 3 times a week. I said a few weeks ago that Merle Haggard would have been terrible at TikTok. And that this was a compliment. This is the same thought taken to its logical conclusion. It's not just that these artists would have been bad at social media. It's that social media would have been genuinely destructive to everything that made them matter. The mythology that made Johnny Cash endure. The darkness, the contradiction, the humanity survives because we only got the curated version. The album, the concert, the television special. We got what they chose to give us, shaped over time into something that could last. Now, every unguarded moment is content. Every opinion is a brand statement. Every complicated human being with a guitar is one bad take away from becoming a discourse. The artists who defined country music were too big, too messy, and too real for the current media environment to have handled them with any grace whatsoever. And I'm genuinely glad some of them never had to find out.